as he does that, as he's free falling, he can navigate with his arms and legs and stay in position for what you described as the target, correct?
Yes, sir, exactly. So what we do, Rob, is we use the relative wind and we use our body as flight controls. We can move left, right, forward, backwards. Any orientation you can picture, that's how we can fly.
Awesome. And then as he gets closer down to the ground, about what altitude will he deploy his parachute as he makes his way in?
Yeah, so Sergeant Eric Garcia was the wind dummy today, and he just deployed his parachute at approximately 3,000 feet.
Wow, what a beautiful sight here over the skies of our nation's capital, ladies and gentlemen. The United States Army Golden Knights with Old Glory flying on the canopy rigging of the parachute there. Nate, what a beautiful sight we've got there.
Yes, sir, Rob, it is actually. So when he deploys the parachute, the flag doesn't come down right away. On the parachute itself, we have what's called a flag bag and a flag line. After we're under canopy, Rob, we can then deploy the 200 square foot American flag, making for a wonderful visual.
Wow, that is absolutely spectacular. So how much time do you think, Nate, until we see the next pass where we'll see some more jumpers and these from the Navy?
Sure, so on the next pass, you're gonna see the Navy leapfrogs, and then on the third pass will be our full demonstration from the Golden Knights Gold Demonstration Team.
Perfect. So about how far out do we think the second pass is?
I would say approximately 30 seconds, Rob.
Okay. Well, ladies and gentlemen, let me tell you a little bit about the United States Navy leapfrogs. As you look skyward, you will see jumpers exiting the aircraft shortly, thousands of feet in the air.
The American Paratrooper, born of fire in the skies of World War II, more than 80 years ago, has since struck fear and terror in the hearts of those foolish enough to oppose them. Relentless in their skill and courage, not only in the air, but also on the ground, these brave soldiers have forged for themselves a place of honor in America's hearts. Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. I'm Private First Class Nathan Hilsenegger. But also on the ground, these brave soldiers have forged for themselves a place of honor in America's hearts. Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. I'm Private First Class Nathan Hilsenegger, originally from Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. It is my absolute honor to narrate this once-in-a-lifetime event, America's 250th birthday. I will describe for you today a demonstration of precision freefall as performed by members of your United States Army parachute team, the Golden Knights. At this time, members of the Gold Demonstration Team are circling high overhead at an altitude of 10,000 feet. The jump master is actually looking out the left door of the aircraft. His head is outside in the wind and the cold. Through a series of hand and arm signals, the jump master is relaying heading corrections to the pilot, maneuvering the aircraft to a precise exit point for the jumpers. Watch closely as you may see the nose of the aircraft move slightly left or right. The jumpers are out and the smoke is on. We now have members of the Golden Knights rapidly approaching speeds of 120 miles per hour. The initial part of the formation is called the base, and it forms quickly as the initial jumpers fly their bodies together while interlocking their arms and legs to form the nucleus of the formation. The formation continues to fly at 120 miles per hour as the freefall photographer circles the formation, then glide apart prior to their opening at 3,000 feet. This is our salute to all of you attending today's show. There you have the high-flying black and gold of your United States Army parachute team, the Golden Knights. Now, as you may have guessed, these jumpers are faced with a unique situation, a traffic jam in the sky. They must gain vertical separation to allow for individual approaches into the target area. This is accomplished by pulling on the front part of the parachute and spiraling down at speeds in excess of 60 miles per hour. This allows them to set up a traffic pattern just like you might see aircraft at a busy airport.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, welcome
The smoke
back.
trails each jumper leaves in the sky are created by
Salute to
two
America 250, our
M18
next
red
flyover
smoke
for the United
grenades,
States Air
which
Force. These
emit
are the
a
fighters
continuous
in
stream of
review.
smoke for up to
Two
90
F-15 Strike
seconds.
Eagles and two
The jumper
F-16
attaches
Fighting
these to
Falconer
1
Vipers.
foot with a specially designed bracket and then ties the activation
Strike
pins
Eagle, an
to a
all-weather
lanyard.
full-roll strike fighter from Nellis Air
By
Force
pulling
Base,
on this
Nevada.
lanyard,
This is the
they can
backbone of the
ignite
United
the
States Air
smoke
Force precision deep
immediately
interdiction
upon exiting the
capabilities,
aircraft
derived from
or
original
while in
F-15.
free fall.
It has a two-person crew, excels at both air-to-air and air-to-ground missions. It has the capability to
The
fight its way
parachutes
into a
used
target
by
over
the
long
Golden
ranges,
Knights
complete
are
air-to-ground
flexible
missions,
wing
and fight its
gliders
way back out.
constructed
Day or night,
of
and in all
lightweight
weather.
ripstop
The
nylon.
F-16
These
Fighting
parachutes
Falcons
have
and
an
Vipers that you
inherent
saw
forward
along in the
airspeed
formation,
of
they are
22
compact
miles per
multi-role
hour.
fighter that came from
To
Shaw
turn
Air
left,
Force Base, South
the jumper
Carolina
pulls
today.
down on the
Highly
left steering
maneuverable,
line.
and they excel
To
in air
turn right, the
superiority,
jumper
precision
simply
ground
pulls
attack,
down
and
on the
close air
right
support.
steering line.
Relatively
As the
low-cost,
jumper's near the ground,
high-performance system with
they'll pull down
revolutionary pilot
on
safety
both
and
steering
ergonomics.
lines
They have a
simultaneously
30-degree
for the
reclined
safest
seat
and
side stick
softest
control, which
possible
allows
landing.
the pilots to tolerate upwards of 9 times the force of gravity. They do
Looking
present
high
also a
overhead,
tactical
you may
advantage with
notice
a
what
frameless
seems
canopy
like
and
parachutes
an
tangled
unrestricted
together,
360
but this is
degree
actually an
view.
exciting
Ladies and
discipline in
gentlemen, your United
skydiving
States
known
Air
as
Force
canopy
Fleet
relative
Review.
work. Thanks in part to the advanced aerodynamic design of these ram air parachutes, one jumper can fly right up to the hands of another jumper without affecting its flight characteristics. At just the right moment, the jumpers pull opposite steering lines, maneuvering their parachutes into a downplane and diving straight toward the ground at over 80 miles per hour. As they approach the ground, you may hear the command, "Ready, brake," and the jumpers will separate for 2 soft stand-up landings in the target area. With a quick pull of a handle, Staff Sergeant Jonathan Pemberton will release the massive 5,000 square foot American flag. To keep the flag properly oriented, a 35-pound weight is attached to the bottom, adding a total of 150 extra pounds to the jumper. The flag is securely fastened to the front of the jumper's harness by 4 attachment points, requiring exceptional skill to pilot both the parachute and the massive flag. Ladies and gentlemen, this concludes our performance for the day. And on behalf of the entire team, I would like to thank each and every one of you for being such a warm and receptive airborne audience. In closing, I leave you with this final thought. In the future, may all of your days be prosperous and your nights golden.
If you like this video, then like, share and subscribe to Mirror Now.